guys, welcome back with another video. Okay, so I'm in my dorm room. I'm really not home. I'm in school, so a lot of videos I do now is doing me in school. It's not a cooking video. It's more of a I would say story time, but like just like my experience thus far being here, because I'm almost done with my associates, because I whole email but I'm almost done with my associates. Right now I'm at restaurants and it's cool. I love it, you know. I mean, it's what's keep me going, flowing. I'm still doing the culinary thing. Yeah. Woo woo. I just got out of class about an hour ago. I was trying to take a nap. I'm going to take a nap. But right now I just want to just put a video, because I haven't posted a video since the beginning of September, and it's like October. So, I mean, it's of course not a cooking video. It's that my kitchen's closed, so I really can't functionally cook due to COVID-19, the pandemic. They don't want a lot of kids in the kitchen. So, the only time I'm gonna be cooking is if like I'm in my kitchen classes, and I'm not in my kitchen classes until after I do front of house for this restaurant. Then I do back of the house for this restaurant, but it's gonna be in the PM. Then PM for that. But back to anyways, my story time. It's pretty much just like about like my first week of school went, not this block, but when I very first got here. Alright, so I left home early in the morning. I left around like 3 in the morning. I am not a morning person. I am a PM person, late night person all the way. Like waking up in the morning is, I look rough. I mean, I look rough now, but I look rough in the morning. That's why now when I'm taking some morning classes, I'm trying to get adjusted to the flow. Before, I was not adjusted to the flow. Wake up at 3. My mother, she took me up. It was me, my mother, my grandmother, and my sister. We all went up. My dad, he stayed because, you know, he had to lead the church, follow the church, because it was a Sunday. So I left Maryland. I didn't get to New York until like 11, because we was like on the road for a minute, because the path it took us was like different, and plus I was asleep. Like by the time I got in the car, like I was knocked out. And so when I got to campus, first thing I did was take off all my stuff, put all my stuff in my room. My sister and my mother and my grandmother, they helped me move my stuff in. First thing first, we was almost at the wrong hall, because the campus is like, so it's like it's like old, but like you really like don't know like where the heck you supposed to move in, because I gotta keep reminding myself, like I just got accepted like not too long ago, and I didn't like attend like no orientations or anything. Like all I attended was the open house, and I got accepted that day. Second thing that happened that sort of kind of went wrong, I didn't stay with my group that was gonna be my classmates. I more so was with my family, but I didn't know that because they never. The person who moved me in was supposed to explain that, but they never did. So I ended up signing a roommate. I think I met my roommate. I didn't really see her that much during my first 6 months of college. She was more so like always out. Plus our schedules was a little tricky. But yeah, I moved in. I hanged out with my family up until, I would have to say, probably around like 5. And then like I finally met up my classmates like at the last part of the thing. So they did like a little, what you gonna be doing, and what you gotta wear, what to wear to class, and what you can't wear, which stuff you can, what stuff you can't bring on campus, stuff like that. You know, just the basics, what normal colleges do. And so from there forward, like, after that, they was like, yeah, it's time to say goodbye to your parents, stuff like that. So when I first, like, came up there, I was ready for my mother to go. Like, I was like, I'm on my own, let's get it popping, yeah, I'm finally out of the DMV area, yeah. I was like, all right, I'm in a new state, I'm feeling it, you know. But like, soon as like reality like really kicked in for me, like, soon as they said like your parents have to go, I was like looking at my mother like, she really about to leave me. And it's like crazy, because like I'm normally the sibling to like be like wanted to leave the birds of the nest. But this time, like, I literally, like, I shed some tears. I shed a whole bunch of tears. I cried. I did. I cried. I cried. And I mean, that's normal for some students, some kids, but some kids are like telling their parents, get up out of here. So I cried. My mother, she still stayed on campus until like around 8, because she had to leave, because she had to be back in Maryland the next day, because my sister, she had to go to work, and my grandmother, she still was working too at the time. So I mean, she stayed around further enough then, and that's when she really just officially leave. Like, I was still crying, and so I think I called my dad, but that was like something I should never did, because he started crying too, and it just made everything worse. Like, I was just so, like, I felt like I was so alone and so lonely and things of that nature. Like, I was a lonely person. Like, I cried for like a week straight being here, like, when I first like got here for college, because like my last college I went to, I was still at home. Like, I still could travel back and forth, but like to be away, it doesn't kick in until like they're really gone. Because like in the beginning I was so happy. Throughout that week, I woke up late for class my first day. My dad called campus security because my phone was dead. So after figuring that out, I needed a whole new phone. The first week of classes was like rough, because my teacher, he was on my tail, because I wasn't really being as open. I'm a more independent person, you know. I don't really like to really depend on people, but I mean, in the kitchen, classmates, you gotta like go through that. Even in life, you gotta go through it. You gotta deal with people. So I wasn't that type of person to like talk to a lot of people, because one, it was another black kid in my class, but I still felt like sort of I was kind of the only one, and everybody else sort of knew each other, because they like hanged out just farther than previous days before. And for me, I wasn't, so it was really hard. So like I talked to my mother about that like all day, like every day. I was like, oh my god, I ain't gonna make no friends. Oh my god, Negroes don't like me. Like, I was just going through. I feel like my first week of school was like rough. It was rough, I can say. But as time went ahead, like, I got better at it. I got better at my like talking to people and stuff, and like made connections. But I pretty much, that's it in my story time. Like, I was just like sharing like my first like week of school, like how it actually like went down. I mean, in life, for anybody right now, everybody doing this stuff virtually, but like when y'all actually like people go back to school for like incoming like freshmen and stuff, like, I mean, you're gonna shed some tears, for some, you know. For me, it was just mainly because, I've been so used to being at home, you know, and used to just coming home and seeing my parents and then going to my room or doing some stuff. I never actually been away, And I think that's what that kind of sort of needed to happen, you know. So now, like when I came back up here last year, September, I was cool. I had no issues, not like that. But my very first time, like, I was crying. Like, I was crying for a week straight. I was a wuss. I mean, it's normal. I mean, I don't really tell a lot of people about that situation. All I pretty much told a lot of people, like, my dad cried, because it's true, he really did cry. But my mom was like, she didn't cry. I think she was so more of trying to, like, make me leave the nest, you know, actually be on my own, because I've always been so sheltered by my parents as far as food, clothes on my back, place to live, and things of that nature. So, I mean, now I'm starting to learn how to functionally be an adult, like wash my clothes, make sure everything stays straight, handle stuff out with the financial people, learn a lot about jobs. I mean, just becoming an independent person, but like an adult lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, right now I'm about to finish eating, because I got coconut curry, because I still have some more rice left in my refrigerator back there. I gotta put my clothes in a dryer